Hello, Flosstube. I don't know how long I'm gonna have because my tablet was dead and I am plugged in right now, so I don't know if it's gonna restrict it or not. I don't know. Anyway, hello. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my Flosstube update number 250. Yay! It's kind of a round number. 250, wow. This is a channel about cross stitch, and so that's what I'm going to talk about. A little bit of a life update. We had my dad's celebration of life service this week, so I had a little bit of an ordeal making these copies. I talked about it at length in the video with my sisters, our three sisters creative sticks and strings video, which will be out on Sunday. We talked about sort of not crisis, but hassle that I went through at Kinko's FedEx making these copies. They came out very nice. It just took longer and was more of an ordeal than I had imagined it would be. But anyway, yeah, this was a very nice service, and thank people for praying for us, for all the good wishes, and to all the people here locally that helped us out a lot, and everything. We had a couple of my aunts and my brother were visiting, and they got home okay, and so anyway, and I had talked last week about the bookmark that I made as a thank you for the gentleman that was doing my dad's memorial service. So this is the final version, the little sheep that I added in there, and I did do the backstitch around the border and frayed the edges, and I have on my phone, if I can have it show up there, the finished version of the bookmark. So like I said, I backstitched along the border, and then I frayed the edges there. So that's the FFO'd version of the bookmark. So, the other stitching I did, because I finished that bookmark last Saturday, but I just FFO'd it on a few days after that. But so then this past week I was working on my first WIPGO project. I met the goal on that. It was just 10 days, and I didn't do a ton of stitching because of all the stuff going on last week. But so my number 3 WIPGO thing, I believe is number 3, was this Ronnie Rowe ship Serenity design, and it's of course one of his pixelated monochromatic things. And so I talked about how I'm working on the back end of the ship. So I did this top sail and this part of this back sail back here. So I think I didn't make a whole lot of progress because the 10th day of this was like Monday or Tuesday. So this is that back. So I talked about how I had finished this before, and so I did some more work on this jib in the back, and I took a risk going down here because I thought, if I didn't count that correctly, then all the stuff that goes in between here is not going to be correct. But whatever. I got bored doing this back here, so I came down, and now I'm working my way back up here. So, but I don't know when I'll get back to that. I have a thread, hanging off the back of that that I'd like to finish. I'd like to finish off that thread just to, if I'm going to set it aside till I don't know when, I want to finish that thread off, and but we'll see if that happens. So my other WIPGO project, this is number 22, I believe, is this Running with the Wind is the name of it. It's one of this, in this booklet, Tall Ships and Seascapes by Puckerbrush Incorporated. It's an old, I'm sure it's out of print, pattern. So it has this here. This is, I believe, the Constitution, the USS Constitution, and this semaphores here, flags. I forget what it says they spell out. But there's a little seaside landscape there, and another one here with the seagull. But so of course the one I'm working on is this one, and I'm just doing these sails here, so it doesn't look like a whole lot. But I have a few more days till the end of the month to work on it. So yeah. And really, I've been working on, I'm working on this sail here, and I did this one up here. And part of the reason that I'm working on the white is that I took all the other colors out. You know, this pattern has like a big list of colors to work with, and I took them all out because I had put them all in a notions pouch, whatever, with this. But then, since I think I hadn't worked on it in a while, so I had taken all the threads out because I was using them in other projects. And the only one I had left in there was a B5200 white DMC. So there's lots of white in this pattern, so that's all I've been working with so far. But I might, take out and find some of the other colors just to because the white's getting a little boring. But I want to finish this section here is all white, so I want to finish it, and then this is like an off-white. You can kind of see it if you look right. it's mixed in here on the edge, so it's very, very subtle. Very subtle difference, but there's like 3 little stitches right here by my fingertip, and then there's some others here and there. But I'd like to get more of this sort of grays, done, just because to just give it a little more definition, a little more shape. But we'll see. I also started because I figured, well, if I'm going to participate in this. Excuse me, there's a thread or we were around over here, and I don't want to catch it before I don't know where it went. I figured that if I'm going to participate in Sampler September at all, and in Cross Stitch Camp, there is a sort of challenge thing going on to work on, to participate in Sampler September in some way, but in Cross Stitch Camp, as I understand it, I haven't firmed up all the whatever parameters might be in there. I don't know, but Sherry Berger is it's part of the Cross Stitch Camp, sort of a Cross Stitch Camp challenge, but it's through December, to work on these samplers. Now, this is, of course, supposing that people are working on, bigger samplers, but this is very small. So I did choose to do the bunny sampler. I think I had talked maybe last week or week before about not being able to decide between this bunny sampler and one that was by Blackbird Designs, which I still want to do, but anyway. But I thought I would do this one because it's smaller, and it's I thought it would be, simpler, because there's not a whole lot, it's very sparse. There's not a whole lot of stitching on it, I thought. But then, so I decided, okay, I'm going to do that one. And I had gotten the threads and all that. And then so when I started this, I was looking more closely at the instructions, and there's like a lot of 1/1, and I think it's on this model is on 32 count, and but there's like this bunny is 1/1. The letters of the alphabet over 1. The leaves and everything are Smyrna crosses, and these initials down here are Smyrna crosses, and this heart has Smyrna crosses outlining it, and then satin stitches in the heart. And then this is what's called a spider rose, and you basically stitch like 5 spokes, and then you weave up and down over the spokes. I want to cover up the pattern here, but I want to show this here. So you do these, like, you know, come up at the center and go down over here, and come up at the center and go down, you know. So you make these 5 spokes, and then you come up here where this A is, here, and then you weave in and out around these spokes until you fill that in, and that gives you this big flower here. And it's hard, you know, I wish this picture was bigger. It was close, you know. I guess they took it here so you could see how they finished it in this little pedestal thing. But I wish this picture was bigger just so you could see more detail about how with those specialty stitches, how they look. So the Smyrna crosses I'm not worried about, and the over 1 is just scary and hard. But this spider rose thing, like I said, I wish you could see it more closely. And probably, I'm sure there are tutorials or something out there on the internet about how to do it. But just, you know, I just wish it was you know, more visible in the. Sorry, I tickled my nose. But anyway, so I started it, and this is that material that our friend Vicky sent, and so I decided to go ahead and use this, even though it has these little flowers on it. I thought it would really be good. Fine, it'd be fine for this. So this is one of the colors. This is red plum. I want to say it's Gentle Arts, I think. Let me see here. I think all these colors are yeah, there's one DMC color, and the rest are Gentle Arts. And the only one they didn't have that I couldn't find at the attic was avocado. There's I have an avocado in some other I don't know if it's Weeks Dye Works, I believe, or something like that. But I in this picture, it's you know, it's pretty green. This green hill is in the avocado, and so it's kind of green, kind of not green, whatever. But the avocado that I have is a little darker, weirder. I didn't like the way the shade of it. So I found another color. I found Peapod was what I chose. It's a color in cotton, I believe. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get at it without spilling my pile over here. Yeah, here it is. This is a little notion pouch. I got it. Tippy yarn fiber. Yeah, so this pattern has Briar Rose and this red plum. which this is the color that I've been working with, and DMC color, and this one is the bunny color, this walnut. And then, like I said, I couldn't find avocado, so I chose this peapod green color. So, so yeah, I thought, oh well, I'll start with the border because that's simple enough. So you know, I had a corner start because it's very small. That's as big as it is. That's the whole thing. So I just did the border, and you know, one of the things that has been talked about is the idea of using a little bit bigger needle to sort of spread the threads out, you know, as you stitch. And it's not like they don't go back; they do, because, and anyway, you're moving the threads around with a needle. But one of the things that I think would be good, especially because I'm stitching with one thread here, is that a bigger needle would move the fabric threads around a little bit and spread them out, make a little bit bigger hole, and there wouldn't be quite as much wear on the thread, because I did have while I was doing this border, the thread got a little frayed and just tore at one point. And I think it's from the friction of going in and out of the holes on here. But anyway, so yeah, and I could tell the thread was getting a little fuzzy, before it tore. But still, I really just did this with one thread all the way around. I just had to restart it because it tore. But this is the alphabet is over 1. So this is G, H, I, J, K, and L here. And then, it looks like I'm missing a thread, a stitch there. Don't tell me I forgot. I have to go back and fix that. But yeah, so I'm stitching over 1, going blind, stitching over 1. I do wear glasses when I stitch because otherwise, yeah, I'd be in big trouble. Let me hook this on here because otherwise it's gonna fall off and I'm gonna lose it and I'm gonna get very mad. Sorry. Just take me 1 second to do this. Sorry. I don't know what this wasn't anchored in here properly. Well, okay. Just gonna stick that in there. Okay. So anyway, that is the bunny sampler. And so, like I said, it's not very big, really. It's just that it's kind of slow going because I'm having to be careful with the over 1 stuff. So yeah, so that's very tiny. There it is. Bunny sampler. Like I said, I'm getting my workout because I've got all those specialty stitches on it. So anyway, those are the 3 things I've been working on. But now I have a little bit of haul. But one of my sister's viewers, I believe, I don't know if this girl, I believe it's a woman, is a 3 Sisters Creative viewer, or if she's watches my older sister's channel, or both. I don't know. But anyway, Eve had talked about on both of those videos, the 3 Sisters Sticks and Strings videos and on her own videos, Everyday Artist, had been talking about the berries that she's working on. She's been working on them for a couple months, or several months now. The spring berries, summer berries, autumn berries, and she's waiting on an order of the winter berries. So she's been talking about, doing them and how she's finishing them and everything else. And this person sent her unsolicited this Nativity berry. It's an Erica Michaels Nativity berry. It comes with the 2 berry patterns, and they're slightly different. They're very close, but they're slightly different. And apparently, it says 2 partner berries in 1 chart pack. The partner berries bring together silk and linen berries, which were previously sold separately. They are similar companion designs, but not exactly the same. So there's a large berry and a small berry. The way they stitched them in this picture, the large berry is stitched on 32 count nocturne linen from Picture This Plus, and the smaller berry is shown stitched on silk gauze. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Silk gauze, it seems to me to be very much more delicate, so it's kind of scary to me, so I'm not doing that. But my sister suggested that she stitch one and I stitch the other. So I'm going to stitch this. It's 205 by 118, and of course it's got that berry shape, V shape, on the berry chart. But I am going to stitch it on this blue. This is 25 count Lugana, but I might stitch it over 1. That way it's it's smaller. But we shall see. It just depends on the pattern and the the bear and all that. But this color is very similar to this color here. So we shall see. Anyway, but it calls for a lot of threads. Some Gentle Arts mostly, and some Weeks Dye Works, and a couple of DMC colors. So anyway, we went. I have most of the Fancy Floss colors, but there were a few. I think like maybe 4 that I didn't have, and went to the attic, and I found one of them. The others were out of stock, I guess, at the time. So the Whiskey is one of the colors, and like I said, I have most of the rest of them, and I will either find those colors or substitute them or something like that. So anyway, so that's another project I'm hoping to be able to start soon. And then, so I have a little bit of haul. My punch needle and perimeter stitcher fall issue just came in the mail not too long ago. There's some very cute, I love this is very cute. Very cute designs. Look at this one. Hello from Liz Matthews. Those are little pumpkins and kitties, and oh, that's really pretty. And this is punch needle, and it has instructions to make these little leaves, and yeah, that's a really interesting way to finish it. And then there's this one here. That's cute. Halloween design by Autumn Lane Stitchery. But the one I want to do, I have from last month, or last issue, the Parade of Elephants. I haven't worked on it in a little bit because I've been working on my WIPGO stuff. Yeah, this was called Boo. It's the autumn. The Hello from Liz Matthews design. This one here, so cute. Yeah. That's very cute. But the one I'm interested in goes with the Parade of Elephants. This is a Teresa Kogut. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself left and right here. This one. There's witches and black cats and a pumpkin. It says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. So, yeah. That's very cute. That's Teresa Kogut. And somewhere in here is the one, it's, there's a kitten stitcher thing in here. Oh, there's a really cute Stitching with the Housewives design. Boo. Part of their Bucket Brigade Halloween. I like those long pumpkins. And the pumpkins on the bottom, these here. Very cute. What I'm trying to find is, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. A Glaring of Cats. This is a Jeannine McGowan blue flower design. Look at those mean pumpkins and those mad kitties. Everybody's glaring. A glaring of cats. Very cute. The one I saw over here, this Teresa Kogut. I mean, not Teresa Kogut. Kitten Stitcher design. Let's see if I can make sure I have it. I can find it here. Here it is. It's called Mary Williams Sleeping Bag, and it's actually, I believe, from a one of the reproduction samplers that she does. But I guess in previous issues, this Mary Williams joins Cathcart and Maria at our sampler sleepover from previous issues. The motif comes from Mary's 1818 sampler, and I thought the long, skinny design would work perfectly for a scissors or glasses case. Her sampler is expertly stitched with very few mistakes, and the colors are still nice and bright. She was quite an accomplished young lady to finish such a beautiful sampler so neatly. So this is the little, what Teresa calls a sleeping bag. It's a, like I said, she finished it as a, like you could use it as a glasses case or something like that. But this long, narrow design. Yeah, so it's very pretty. Anyway, so like I said, it's such a great magazine. Such a great I can't emphasize enough how great it is. So I'm, like I said, I'm looking forward to finding time to do that Glaring of Cats. And then, like I said, today, my sister and I went to the attic to look for those threads for those nativity berries. And of course, I had to buy this Jeannine McGowan by the blue, from the Blue Flower, this Magpie and the Moon. I've been looking at this the last couple times I was in there going, should I get that? Should I not get that? I went and got it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Magpie and the Moon. There's a little moon there. And I think I have most of these threads. It's weeks. There's one crescent color ropes, I guess. Called Frosty. But the DMC alternative is Ecru. So I may do that, or I may use, if I can't find it, I may use substitute another color that I have. Anyway, then I think I talked last week about this the Misty Pursel, Mousecapades. And they had 6 of the 7 designs. They may have had the 7th one. I didn't see it. Or they may have been sold out or whatever, but I don't know. But so these are the Mousecapades mice from Misty Pursel at Luminous Fiber Arts. So Mousecapades #1, Mice on Ice. There's 2 little mice and they're ice skating. And these are all smalls. So like I think 61 by 61. And then there's also a bigger, the 7th pattern is bigger. So you can stitch them all together in one tableau. Or as individual like pillows or ornaments or whatever. So there's #1, Mice on Ice. And #2, On the Housetop. He's riding down those gumdrops on his skis, and there's a deer. And then this one is a Snowmouse. We made a little snowman out of mouse out of snow there. Putting a little mitten on his limb, on his arm there. So cute. Oh my gosh. These are adorable. And then this is Reindeer Games. So cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And this is Filling Santa's Bag. Right. And then #6 is Trimming the Tree. And it's hard to see. This little tree is kind of a minty green color. And this mouse standing on the reindeer's back. So cute. Oh my gosh. Trimming the Tree. And then there's a 7th one that I don't have a picture of. But so the 7th one is longer. So you can put, you know, like 3 on top and 3 on the bottom, and then this middle one. And there's like a free frame stitched, you know, border that you can download from Misty's Misty Pursel's site. She has a, you know, on her, she has an Etsy shop. And she, anyway, so I may. Like I said, I didn't see #7 there at the attic, so I may just have to hunt it down online or something. I don't know. So anyway, I think that's about it. So I'm hoping to, by the next time I see it, it'll be October 1st. So I'll have the WIPGO October numbers, and I have until the end of the month to finish my second WIPGO, which is the tall ship that I was working on, Running with the Wind. So I'm hoping to get all that done by the time I talk to you next time. And that's, yeah, I think that's about it. I'm getting more and more, you know, projects piling up, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm feeling an organizational urge coming on, so to try to sort of organize my patterns a little better, and because I know I have a lot, and I want to keep track, because, you know, some time ago, I guess, I think I bought that little bunny sampler. It's a little Pursel pocket design. I bought it. I already had it, and I bought it again. So, you know, so I'm like, I want to. When I bought that Magpie and the Moon, the blue flower design, I was like, I didn't buy that, did I? I didn't buy it already, did I? And I don't think I did. If I did, it was some time ago, and I thought, you know, I don't think I did. I think I looked at it. You know, I do that at the store too. A lot of times I'm like, what do I want something really badly, like having a craving for, Talenti ice cream or something. If I look at it in the, in the freezer or whatever, if I look at it long enough, I sort of like, okay, I've sort of pretended that I have it, and so now I can leave it alone. So so sometimes I look hard at something and thinking it's really pretty, and I really wish I would get it, but I'm not going to, So that's kind of yeah, how I am, because there's so many patterns that are so nice, and they're so cute, or they're so pretty, and I know that realistically, well, even all the ones that I have, I don't know when I'm going to stitch them or how I'm going to get to them or whatever, um, but you want them, So some of them I sort of like just stared at long enough to sort of satisfy me vicariously, and others I just had to buy, like Magpie and the Mousecapades one. I want to do those Mousecapades designs. I really want to, but I really want to do everything that I buy. So we shall see. Anyway, so that is all I've got right now, and so I will see you next time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.